All right. I can't really sleep. There's a situation that's occurred here, and I really doubt that I'm going to actually publish anything that I record tonight, but maybe just talking about it can kind of help my state of mind and kind of help me get through this. A couple days ago, the church had a meeting here on our property, but there was this one thing that happened that's led kind of to a chain of events that I'm just not really sure how to handle and how to process and how to work through. Essentially, there came up in topic of conversation one, and I'll just keep her anonymous for now. I feel like that's probably the wisest course, but there came up in conversation one, I'll just call her young female that is close friends with our family. Our children, play with her, and we're fairly close to her. She lives, real close by, just behind the house, really. And anyway, but the Christians began talking about her and really sharing that it was not good for her to be single and that she needed to have kids, and in some ways kind of implied that if she doesn't have kids, that her value is somehow diminished or lesser than. Her parent figure, her guardian, was there in that conversation, and I think was really taking what some of the Christians were saying to heart. Long story short, this guardian, this woman, came to me a day or two later and told me essentially that she has formally requested that I be the one to arrange a mate for this young female, to be able to arrange the marriage. Your feelings probably the exact same as mine in the moment. Like, I think every part of me was confused by this, as well as feeling inadequate, as well as just wanting to say no. But as with like everything here, like I'm hesitant in answering anyway, just because of the cultural nuances and things to all this. I'm not sure, is this a great offense to decline something like this? Is this, anyway, I just don't know what to think. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some better thoughts and more answers regarding this. All right, well, I have a little bit of an update for you guys. I was able to talk to a few older wise men from the church that are much more familiar with the cultural practices and expectations, and they really insisted that I accept this request and that I follow through with this. The Bible says, in an abundance of counselors, there's victory, and so when I'm being kind of insisted upon doing this, I think it would be a mistake for me to turn that down, even though I'm kind of uncomfortable with this. They didn't really share that this is a normal thing to do, but I think out of my own comfort zone, I think I want to talk to this young female, ask her some ideas like what she's looking for, what type of mate would be suitable for her. Ultimately, I'll still be the one having to make the call, but at least having that conversation will be a helpful preliminary step for me, at least, as I kind of begin this process. I'll update you guys after I have that conversation. Just got back from that conversation. It was really helpful to talk to her. She's not a great communicator all the time. However, I think she was expressing just feelings of loneliness. She kind of feels, even though she's really close to our family, like, we hang out with her a lot, and a lot of times when we have like leftover food, we'll take it to her. But in spite of that, she kind of feels lonely, kind of feels walled in, and so I think she's very eager for this to happen, which was, I think, affirming to me. One uncomfortable thing a little bit is that I felt like her physical expectations for the type of mate that she's anticipating is a little bit shallow, kind of maybe even unrealistic. I don't know what to say about that. It's not exactly like she's a 10. I think, I don't know, like beauty standards are different here, and so I'm not really sure how to think about that. a little bit hairy. Anyway, so these are just like the confusing factors to think about with all this. So I'm gonna go out and try to see what I can find. Not really sure where to go. I kind of have an idea, but we'll see. I think I'm feeling a lot more pressure than I initially felt. I want my daughters to be able to look back at this video and be able to feel more confident regarding my ability to help guide and direct them as they look for a spouse, as they look for a mate. So definitely not something I'm taking lightly today. So I'm here at one place. I was looking all over town. I think I finally found a place that had a good selection of young, eligible bachelors, and I was able to find one. And there was quite a negotiation between the caretaker, guardian of this young, attractive, strapping male, and we came to terms. But I think I found the right guy, and I'm just really excited. I'm also hoping that he likes this idea. You know, I don't want to, you know, kind of carry him screaming and crying all the way back to the house, or, you know, tie a rope around his neck to get there. So I don't know. I have him right here. I guess he can tell you how he feels. He's so happy, he's speechless. I'm so excited for Fauna.
Love is in the air. You did a good job, babe.